What's up, fitness nerds? Today's Food for Thought Friday is all about growth spurts. We're going to talk about what's happening, how it's affecting our athletes both physically and mentally, and then finally, how we can ease that transition and work around it and understand that it's actually part of the process as we get older. Okay, so what's happening? As soon as we're born, our nervous system, it's learning. It is trying to figure out where we're at in space so we can move. And that's the first thing that develops. It develops really quick. As that's happening, our bones are starting to grow as well, right? So we're getting bigger, taller. But our nervous system is constantly having to learn because we're not in the same space we were before we started growing. So it's constantly having to do readjustments to do like the fine things of sports. Okay, even the task of running gets awkward, especially when we hit a good growth spurt like puberty. Okay, and then finally the muscles, they don't develop until after puberty. That's when they really start to kick in, but they're not fully developed until about 20-ish. Okay, now they're obviously all working together. Our nervous system is what's going to control it all, and that's the one that's constantly having to learn. Now this is going to take us into a great example. You'll see kids that are badass players one year, and over the summer, whatever the off season, they come back and they're just not as good. They're clumsy, they're fumbling over themselves, all that. I almost guarantee you that they hit a growth spurt and their body's having to relearn everything. And that's a hard thing to do, especially when you go from top of the ladder and now you're not. That takes a toll on you, both physically and mentally. So that's going to take us into our next point here. It's rough if you go from top of the ladder to not. It's definitely taxing mentally. Now, as a player, as a coach, as a parent, you need to understand that that's part of the process. You're going to have to relearn this stuff because you are growing. You're not in the same position in space anymore. But we can do certain things to help minimize the physical aspect, and it creates a better mental toughness. So when those do come to fruition, then you're better prepared for it. Okay, so as far as the physical aspect, we're gonna do light complexes, barbell complexes, okay, work on power, jumping, stuff like that. So we're developing the CNS, so as soon as our body actually stops growing for this growth spurt, our central nervous system is ready and good to go, and I have minimum time or lag time to play catch up. Okay, so I hope this helps, gives you a little bit of knowledge and insight. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys soon.